So, one of the goals for this year is for me to lose 12 kilos. That's around, 30 pounds or so, 2 stones, somewhere there. Read the numbers here. Now, as someone who's been overweight or morbidly obese, a big guy for years, decades even, that won't happen by accident. I know that for sure. I have been able to lose some weight here and there every now and then, but it all came back. Now obviously there are many different ways to go about this, but for me I want to keep it simple, because all this new year, new me stuff, that's actually false. I'm no different than I was yesterday, even though today is the 1st of January 2025. So there's no point in me trying to act all Superman and go about leaping over tall buildings and what have you. I need to keep it simple. I need to keep it stupid simple. And the way I'm gonna go about this is, well, simple. Counting calories. Calories in need to be lower than calories out. That's it. So, what's the first step, I hear you ask? Don't worry, my friends, I got this all figured out. So first thing I gotta do in order to know how many calories I can input whilst staying lower than the output is to figure out my BMR, my basic metabolic rate.
Actually, it's basal metabolic rate. You muppet. Graduate preschool much?
I don't know exactly how to do that, so I use the internet. As you might imagine, there are many different ways, many different calculators. So what I did was I used like 4 or 5 different ones, put all my stats in, and then just based on those results, ballpark an estimate of where I am. But what a BMR is, it's an estimation of how many calories an individual your size, your gender needs in order to maintain where they're physically at. The calories required for you to stay that current weight. And so what I did was I input these stats into different calculators, and I got the number of around 2500 at rest. So I'm not lying in bed all of the time, so estimating my normal daily activities, excluding workouts, I got a number of 3000 calories per day. That's what I need to do for me to be able to do an office job, do daily chores, what have you, and still remain at a comfortable 160 kilos. So that is my daily goal. 3000 calories all day, every day. And the way I'm going to create the surplus is being more active. Running, strength and conditioning, all that stuff I've been doing for years now.
Actually, you're supposed to create a deficit. You utter nincompoop.
Now, I do understand that that is not the smartest way to go about this, but that's what I'm gonna do in the beginning. I will be lowering my daily input more as time goes by, but I don't want to start too strong. I don't want to feel like I'm starving myself. So the deficit is going to be smaller in the beginning, especially given the fact that the calories burned during exercise is greatly exaggerated by stuff like Garmin and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not burning nearly as much as Strava or Garmin or Training Peaks or whatever tells me. So I'm not going to eat according to my training. I'm going to eat according to my BMR. And as for how much weight you are supposed to lose regarding a caloric deficit is roughly 500 calories of deficit per day equals to about 1 pound or half a kilo of mass lost per week. By that maths, a deficit of 250 calories per day amounts to 1 kilo per month, which is my goal pace. Therefore, I don't need to have that significant a caloric deficit in order to maintain the pace of weight loss that I am shooting for. Vice versa, 250 calories is 50 grams of potato chips. So that's basically a portion of potato chips, which is usually around 20 or 30 grams. So the margins are thin. So I need to be very careful about recording the stuff I put into me. I need to be vigilant about what it is I'm eating. I won't be limiting myself. I won't be going vegan or carnivore or none of that. I do have a macro split of around 40-30-30, so focusing more on the protein intake, but that's not something I'm stressing out about, especially not in the beginning, because as it is with everything else I'm trying to do, it's about consistency, it's about implementing small changes here and there so that I can maintain that consistency. If I were to say go all carnivore, that's a huge change in everything I'm doing. So that would also affect my training, my daily mood, my everything, my family even. So what I want to do is pretty much the same thing I'm doing right now, but only slightly smarter. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. This is how I'm going to start moving on with this weight loss goal. I will re-estimate the calories. I will have another look at whether or not this is working in a few months, where I should be able to see some results. Now, obviously, in 2 months, I'm supposed to have lost 2 kilos, which is roughly 1.3% of my body weight. Way within the limits of just basic daily fluctuation. Say I have something that's more salty than usual, I retain, 2 kilos of water weight just based on that. So 2 kilos, it's not that big a number for me, but what it should be is consistently going down. So I'm going to weigh myself 2-3 times a week to make sure that what I'm doing right now is the correct thing. And from there on, if things look good, I don't need to weigh myself as often, maybe like once a week. So I actually ran out of battery and had a haircut, so continuity be gone. Anyway, that's it. That's my plan, how I'm planning to lose weight. We'll see what actually happens. I believe Mike Tyson said everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. So hopefully nothing as drastic, but we'll see what happens. I would really like to hear your ideas on this, how you plan to lose weight or how you lost weight. I'm always eager to learn and always eager to hear about you guys. But anyway, that's it for this week. Hope each and every one of you has a glorious day and a great start to a new year. Take care. Bye.